Get the boss.
Get the boss. Hey, me. Want to come and have a look?
I don't know. It kind of looks cheap.
It won't be cheap.
If you got the time we're finished.
That's guaranteed. Nothing on this car. Although the panel beat is pretty cheap.
What am I bodging? Oh well, a 60 series Landcruiser. But the good news is, me and you'll be working together.
Righto, so I think I did a good job of the tailgate. James was on the fence. Oh.
If you're gonna do it once, you're gonna do it properly.
All over me battery box.
So now you put pressure on me. You're like a silk purse out of a sow's ear.
A silk purse out of a sow's ear.
See what happens when I'm not here?
Mate, has Cody got a minute to have a chat about this rack?
Damn, even if it,
Yeah, I just
even if that
we're gonna
was
change
that
it a bit
wide
on him,
zap,
mate. And I realise
that's probably 10.
that's my
15.
bad, but
But giving it a bit
you
more
have.
steel, yeah.
Shit.
Pretty dumb.
You're too quick for me, mate. I did not expect you to do that today.
Has he cut the other one?
All right, mate. Thank you. Cheers. Wait,
What? That's the
he's
design.
already made the next two.
What do you mean 2 more?
He's already because the angle was wrong. I rang him. I said, "Oh, that angle's wrong." He's like, "Yeah, right." I said, "We'll make it about 100, 108, and then we can bend it more if we need to." So he's done it already.
Yeah, so you...
Righto, this episode we're going to get the rack finished for the 60 series. This has been going on behind the scenes for quite a bit of time now, drawing it up, designing it. This is the second piece we've gone through. The first one we got wasn't quite right. So this is really how to do a custom backbone pretty much to any car. There's been a little bit leading up to this too. We've put some brackets in the actual gutter itself, which James is trying to straighten.
Trying to,
Mate. So it is very important to get this right now, because once we drill the holes in these brackets, she stays there forever, bud. Let's get into it. So we'll rewind the clock here a little bit, guys. Look, we've been mucking around with this idea for a long time by putting those little bits of angle along in the gutter. And then it was obviously, once all that was finished, time to sit the rack up there, get a height and start measuring up this custom backbone idea that I've had for a long time. There's no backbone you can buy off the shelf for a flat rack like this for a 60 series. And I really wanted to make something of our own, but took a lot of head scratching to get the design right. And even to this point, we're still not quite sure. But yeah, look, it's going to be ours. And that's the main thing when we're doing this project, is to make sure it's quite unique and it's part of STS Garage. So the design we've gone for is a bit of a rhombus, and they grow 6mm all the way down the car. Look, there's no rhyme or reason for that. It was just a look we were trying to go for, and to be honest, we're still not sure we 100% like it. James, definitely on the fence. Definitely, that's not good, because this shit isn't cheap. So when you go and design something like this at a laser cutter, they first have to draw it up in a CAD program. And if you don't get the design right the first time, it's just man hours, you know, redrawing and things like that. So we are sticking to our guns, and a big part of it's got to do with the budget. The budget in STS Garage is pretty dismal at best. So I think it will look really good once it's all finished and painted black. So for now, we're going to mark these holes and get the thing bolted on and get the flat rack sat into position so we can really start to see what it's going to look like. Yeah, mark the height.
Yeah, it should be pretty close.
If we're gentle, can we just do this on the car?
Oh,
Rather not.
Oh, we could. God, it's not much, is it?
It's not a lot. So the material that we got the backbone cut out of is just 3mm mild steel. It was a real guess to know what was going to be strong enough. And I was actually doing it out of steel so I could cut and weld, because the actual roof or the gutter line of the car has a bit of a bow in it, which we thought we'd have to slice the top of the rack to get it to bend round. we haven't actually needed to do that, which is awesome, but it means now that these aren't alloy. When it comes time to powder coat, I will have to get them sandblasted and primed before that final finish goes on. But they are definitely strong enough at 3mm, which is a bonus, so we're having a little wins along the way here.
What are you going to nick that off with?
Angle grinder, cut that to length, and then we'll bolt that side on and do the other side.
Mm-hmm. Do you trust me to cut this off?
Not really.
I don't know if I trust myself to cut this.
Why? What are you worried about? Were you going to cut it straight or?
No, you're going to shape it with the sand is what we're going to do. So it's spot on. How did I get roped into this bit?
Well, because if you bugger it up, I'll do the editing. Well, I'd imagine it'd be a lot nicer than the first attempt. Yours going?
One's in.
Yeah, buddy.
We just got to file that a little bit more in the centre.
Yep.
And that just to straighten that upper whisker.
Probably just file the back off that.
Do you want? We're going to round these corners off a little bit.
Yes. Did you want a 9mm hole? That's 8.5. By the time you powder coat it and that.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Okay, so it's a Rhino Rack Pioneer flat rack. This is like their latest design one. It's 1400 wide and 2100 long, which we're actually thinking was too wide. But we have sort of been mucking around with this, like I said, in the background, and the width does seem to work okay. So we're going to sit this up there and then mark some holes on that backbone to take some slotted nuts in the rack, which I don't think I actually have any, to be honest. It doesn't matter, we can just mark the holes. I forget some.
So this is the front?
Yes. It's even around the right way. It's close. Very close, very close.
Are you going to measure that?
Yes. I think so.
No, I'm going to have to go back a whisker.
You okay?
Yeah. That's all you now, boy.
You're just so eager to get rubbing again. Look at you. But like I said before at the start, I think we are actually happy with the design. It's really hard to picture without the rest of the car finish. You know, wheels, tyres, side steps, the bull bars on, those components will add a lot of black to it. So I'll mark these holes for this roof rack, and then I'm going to get back and give James a hand. He is that keen to get this thing painted. We have been filming the process of getting it primed and sanded, and then obviously the next episode will either be putting the motor in or painting the bloody thing. Like, it's getting to crunch time now, and it's enough procrastinating. I think I've done a fair bit of that. SCS Garage, the budget here is not massive, so it's just finding the right vehicle and We do know what we're going to put in it. We just got to get the right one. What is it? You only what?
Live once.
And then what do you do?
Get out in the shed and enjoy it.
Rip in.
Rip in, that's right. That's what we've got to do is rip in. Get it done.